Welcome back again, High Spirits Music and Harps. We're in Book 1, we're still in Unit 1, and this time though we're Lesson 5. We're going to review a little bit of the previous lesson. In Lesson 4 we added finger 3. Brilliant, good for you. Let's do a little bit of an exercise just so you can show me how you did. Place finger 3 on C, finger 2 D, thumb on E. Let's play them in order. Most of the time I see your thumb sitting up. Very good. And let's come down again. Same 3 notes. Thumb first. Let's step up. Do the whole thing again. And down. Beautiful. Let's skip up for a moment and come up to this high C, just to try that out. C, D, E, an octave higher. Here we go. Replace, descending. Great. Now I'm going to say, place finger 3 on G. Finger 3 on G, and step up 3 notes and back down. So you see I'm just hopping around a little bit randomly. Let's do the same thing with the left hand, and we'll use this low octave here. Why don't we start on F? That's a landmark for us in the left hand. 3 notes in a row. Here we go. Pull it all the way in, thumb over. Replace thumb, descending. Let's come up to an A with finger 3. Do you remember which A is? The one in the middle of the 3 white strings. That's A. A, B, and the thumb's on C. And back down. Let's go way down to the low C with finger 3. Replace. Nice. Now let's finish up our review by playing Row Your Boat. Let's do it together. So we've got a duet going. I'll try and keep your speed. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Replace thumb and 2. Quick jump up. 3, 1, 2, 3, thumb on C. Replace it to a G. Replace. Thumb to G again. Last 3 notes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to play another song. It's a simple song. Perhaps you know it. It's called Daisy Daisy, and this time left hand. So once again, let's circle the landmarks. Where are they again in the left hand? This is a little bit newer to some of you. C. The second line down is F. Remember that? That's F. That's going to be C. And then in the third space down, that's the low C. So here we go. Middle C is the first note. This one we don't know. It's a skip down. It's not a landmark. Skip down again. Aha. F. And at the end of the line, that's low C. In this bar, there's F. There's F again. And here's a C. Now this time you'll recognize that's a tie, and it holds all the way through to the next note. So we count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's not a landmark. In fact, it's a step above our landmark F, isn't it? Here's a middle C. There's a skip down, and there's a skip down to F. In this bar, we see F again, and nothing else for landmarks. Here we go with Daisy Daisy. We've turned around so that you can have a good look at my left hand. So the first two notes are in a bracket. Thumb is on C, and second finger, let's say I don't know that note if I can't read music, but I do see it's a skip down from this line to this line. So we'll play 3 beats for C. A dotted half is 3 beats. Let's listen. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Great. Now let's move down. Take that landmark F and the landmark low C, and we'll play them one after the other, 3 beats each. 1, 2, 3. Close it in. 2, 3. Now the next note, we don't necessarily know what that is, but we can see it's one step above the C we just played, and our thumb will end up on an F. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Then back to that first note we played again, which is D. And here's a bracket, thumb on F, second finger on low C. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's review that whole song again, right from the beginning. Here we go. Thumb on C, second finger a skip down on A. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Now step up a note from C to a D, 3 fingers in a row. Back to that D. Now 2 landmarks. The next note is not a landmark. How are we going to figure out what it is? We look for the closest landmark to it and see where it shows up. So if you look on the page, you'll see that the note just below it is that F. I made a little green dot on it on my page. So that finger is going to be a step up from there, and it turns out to be a G. 1, 2, 3. Now we know the thumb goes to C, skip down again, and this time we bring the third finger in to complete that bracket. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now here are 3 little notes in a row, same as before. Thumb on F. Now I see the next note is just a step above. That's that G again. And the next note is a step above that, and back to the G for the last bracket. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Let's try the whole thing together. C and A. Step up 1, back to D, 2 landmarks. Step up from the F landmark, G, 3 notes connected, 2, 3. Those same 3 little quarter notes again. Keep stepping up, and up again. Well, that's half the song, Daisy, Daisy, and Bicycle Built for Two. Practice it several times. Let's go on. We're going to take on overlapping brackets. Let's see what that means. you're going to place the fingers in one direction at a time. There are only two directions. Either you're going up or you're going down. On the harp, you're getting higher or you're getting lower. So let's put in our landmark notes first. Now this is the left hand. You'll see that bass clef there. So remember, we're looking for middle C and F and C. Here's middle C to start with. It shows up again here and here. Here it is, and it shows up again here and here. So really, we only have 3 notes that we're dealing with for the entire line. While we're at it, let's look back at the treble clef. We're going to play this exercise with the right hand as well. Middle C, G, and C. Are you starting to get used to these now? I hope so. Looking for high C, it steps up and back down to high C, and there it is again. High C, it steps up and back down to high C, and there it is again. Now let's try it on the harp. Overlapping brackets. This time we're starting with the left hand, bass clef, and you see that finger 3 is on middle C. So naturally, your 3 fingers are just going to step up like this. We've done this many times. So first things first, we're going to be ascending with the first 3 notes, descending with the next couple of notes, and then we do a skip up and down. So let's watch how that works out. I play finger 3, then 2. Now when only one finger remains, which in this case is the thumb, I hang on to it while I replace the other fingers going down. Then I play the thumb. Now this time I'm going to go back up again, but I'm going to skip out that D and put my thumb on E. So play finger 3 while finger 2 dangles in between, kind of gently drops in between. Replace 3, play thumb and 3. Let's try that again. Finger 3, 2, replace them both, thumb, 2. Now just the thumb goes back. Finger 2 hangs out in the middle like this. Now play 3, put it back, thumb, close it, 3. Try that several times while you put me on pause. Now let's try the same exercise with the right hand an octave higher. It's going to sound just the same. So finger 3, 2, thumb, C, D, E. Pull into the palm. Keep your thumb on, replace those 2. Now play thumb. Now put just your thumb up on E, but meanwhile finger 2 dangles in the middle. 2, 3, I mean. Let's repeat that together. 3, 2. Put them back. Thumb, 2. Now just the thumb. Play 3, put it back. I'm going to give you an example of something that usually happens when you're first learning this exercise and you're thinking really hard about everything. Watch my second finger. Look at it. And he wants to be a big knuckle up here like this. But we just have to remind it to drop down and relax. We'll try that once more. Replace. Replace the thumb. Finger 2 stayed down this time. And again it stayed down. This connecting brackets is part of the facility of playing the harp with beauty and smoothness and ease. So you're not sort of hopping along with one finger and just grabbing the next note. This is going to be a really important exercise to practice many times this week. So be sure you get to it every day with one hand and then the other hand until it smooths out beautifully. Once you have it sounding really beautiful, I suggest that you make up a few patterns of your own. You could do anything you like. I'll show you something that's just off the top of my head. I'm going to put 3 fingers on any 3 notes. That was a really funny sounding thing. You see, each time I turn the corner and go up or down, I keep connected with my other fingers. So rather than hopping off, I wait until the end of that series of notes before my hand lifts off. So be yourself. Try some patterns with each hand with those 3 fingers and just do a little experimenting, connecting all the notes together. Here we are. Here's an exercise that's brand new. This and the overlapping brackets will see you through most of your ease of harp playing. It becomes easier and easier once you can do these 2 things. So first off, landmarks. Here's C and here's a G. Keeping on, there's G and here's C. Next 2 bars, they look like they're descending the same way they went up. And here's a G and a C. So make sure you have those all circled on your page. Before we move on, we're going to do the same thing for Are You Sleeping? Middle C, G, high C. Middle C, keep going along till you see another one. There is a G and another one. Now here's a little fiddly section. 8th notes. Down to middle C. Middle C again. And in the last 2 bars we have everything's a landmark. C, G, C. Now let's play those 2 on the harp. Now we're ready to play cross unders and crossovers with finger 2. We're going to place our famous 3 notes to start with, and we'll play 3, 2, thumb, and then watch what happens. Finger 3, close it in, finger 2, pull it in. Now I'm going to cross under because I want these 5 notes all in a row. So instead of hopping off, I'll keep my thumb settled on E, go underneath it with finger 2 and place that on the F. Now I can play my thumb. And then I'm going to go up 1 more note beyond. So now I will play F, and my thumb is nice and high on G. Let's try that again. We're starting on middle C with 3 fingers placed. Play 3, 2. Now cross under nice and low. Don't bring it up close like this or you kind of get a pinchy position and it's very awkward. Keep finger 2 dropped way below the thumb and a nice big space in here. Play your thumb over and then open it back up again and put it on G. Play F, G. Great. Now we'll start the same pattern, but we'll start with your 3rd finger on F. G, A. 3, 2, thumb, 2, thumb. Pull it in. Keep it nice and low. Thumb. And reach up for C. Let's do that one again. Starting on F. 3 fingers. 3, 2, cross under nice and low. Thumb nice and high. One of the trickier parts of this to just keep aware of is as you cross under, you don't pull in like this, or you're going to sort of hit the string with your knuckle and it won't sound good. Keep a nice opening in here You can practice just that spot if you like, holding on to the B with finger 2 and open nice and wide, like you're the dentist or something. And thumb up to C. Now we'll try the same exercise descending. Thumb on C, this time only 2 fingers to start. So take finger 3 off there. Thumb first. You close it and then you pop it up. See, again, I have a nice space in there and finger 2 is low, the thumb is high. Play finger 2. Now we'll replace 3 fingers. To finish off, we start with a thumb on G, finger 2 on F, only 2 to begin with. Thumb, crossover, 2. Now let's repeat that whole exercise up and down with the right hand. Here we go. Keep it even. Under you go. Place the 3rd finger on F. Cross under. Nice relaxed hand. See? It's not tired or sore or anything. Thumb first. Cross over. 3 fingers. Thumb on G. 2 fingers. Cross over. 3 fingers. Now you know what I'm going to say by now. I'm going to say let's do the whole thing with the left hand. So I'll do it in this same octave. Join me. Now the left hand has to get used to it. Underneath. Starting on F. Cross under. Up to a C. And coming down. See how I'm kind of placing ahead, right? That gives me a chance to look ahead to the next note with my fingers. Thumb, keep it high, cross over, looking ahead with my fingers. Now be sure to pause and practice this several times because you're going to use it so much. We'll finish off this lesson with a little song that's known in so many parts of the world called Are You Sleeping in English. So again, we're going to place finger 3 on C and step up with the other 2. Isn't that becoming awfully familiar by now? So I've got my thumb high, my hand is relaxed, and I'm going to be using connecting brackets and cross unders and overs in this entire song. So we're bringing all our skills to bear. Here we go. Play 3, 2, and then we're going to put finger 3 back to middle C. Let's do that again. Put 3rd finger back. I want to try that once more to make sure that you watched finger 2 on the way down, that it didn't get into a knuckle shape. Like if I did that, I would have to stop, relax, drop that finger. Now play the thumb. Once more. Relax. Moving forward. Now we're going to skip up, and we notice that the thumb ends up on G. This is an easy part now. That repeats in the next bar. Now we have finger 2 on G, and the thumb is a step up on A. Remember, A is in the middle of these 3 white strings. So this is a trickier little bit. I'm going to play finger 2, and then I'm going to put it back and play my thumb. Once I've done that, I'll cross over to the F with my thumb. Let's just practice that beginning part again. 2 on G, thumb on A. 2, put it back, thumb, and cross over with your thumb. Now you can play G. And we'll take the last 3 notes of this song are going to be E and C. So we're skipping out the D there. Thumb, 2, 3. Let's do this tricky bit again. Your second finger on G, thumb on A. Play 2, put it back because it's a connecting bracket, thumb, then you see an X for a crossover to F. And replace the last 2 fingers on E and C. This is the trickiest bit of the song, so let's do it once more. 2, thumb, put it back, cross. Place these at the same time. Now the last piece of this song, finger 3 is on C, and you let finger 2 hang in the middle, thumb is up on G. Put it back before you play the thumb. Repeat. Place them both, finger 3, put it back first to connect, and then play it again. Let's take a deep breath and try that whole song. Sounding familiar, isn't it? Here we go. 3, 2, thumb. Replace 3. Again. Skip up to E, F, G. Now G, A, 2, thumb. Put it back, cross over it. Replace. G, A, 2, put it back, then play thumb, cross. Three and thumb. Replace first. Then play and come off, because that's the end of the bracket. Place, replace, and come off at the end. Give yourself lots of times to practice this little song. That brings us to the close of Lesson 5. You've done a lot this week. First of all, we've been using 3 fingers for everything now. You're placing brackets ahead, you're crossing under, and you're connecting brackets. These are new concepts, and I hope you get lots of chance to do them over and over till they feel really smooth and start to become natural. If it doesn't feel very smooth and natural, don't worry. A few lessons from now, it will seem more like a breeze than it does this week. So, looking forward to seeing you again next week, and we're going to review the 2 songs. The left-hand song was Daisy Daisy, and the right-hand song was Are You Sleeping? So remember, do practice.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall softly on your fields. And until